Hi Sam. I'm glad to see you again. Today, we're going to learn the word
Chance.
Hi Alex.
Chance.
That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
Great question. In English,
Chance.
means an opportunity or a possibility. It's often used when discussing luck or the likelihood of something happening. The most common meaning is definitely opportunity. But be careful because it can be confused with the English word chance in terms of luck, which is a bit different.
So, how do we use
Chance.
in German?
Well,
Chance.
is a feminine noun, so we use the article.
Die
The plural form is.
Chancen.
It's pronounced just like in English. You can say,
Ich habe die Chance.
which means I have the chance.
And what about conjugation?
Since
Chance.
is a noun, we don't conjugate it like a verb. But if we look at it as a verb, we can think of verbs that have similar meanings. For example, the verb
Chance.
is more like to chance, but it isn't commonly used in everyday German. Instead, you might say,
Ich nutze die Chance.
which means I take the chance.
That makes sense. Where does the word come from?
Chance.
Comes from the Latin word,
Cadentia.
which means falling. Over time, it evolved into Old French as,
Chance.
and was borrowed into German. It reflects the idea of something that can happen, depending on circumstances or luck.
That's really interesting. I love learning about word origins.
Now let's break down the word.
Chance.
It's not a compound word, so we can't really break it into pieces like Lego blocks. However, thinking about its roots can help us remember it. The idea of falling gives a sense of unpredictability.
Got it. And what about other similar words?
Sure. Here are some examples. Words with the same suffix
Ance.
include
Erfahrung.
experience,
Toleranz.
tolerance, and
Eleganz.
elegance. They all refer to a state or quality. And if we think about the prefix, there are verbs like,
Chance.
which can mean to risk, but that's not commonly used.
So, how can I use
Chance.
in real life?
Let's look at a couple of situations. For example, if you're at a job interview, you might say,
Ich habe die Chance auf diesen Job.
which means I have the chance for this job.
Ich habe die Chance auf diesen Job.
Great. Another situation could be when you're talking about a travel opportunity. You could say,
Das ist eine gute Chance, die Stadt zu sehen.
meaning that is a good chance to see the city.
Das ist eine gute Chance, die Stadt zu sehen.
Perfect. One more example is when you want to encourage a friend. You might say,
Nimm die Chance.
which means take the chance.
Nimm die Chance.
You're doing really well. Now, remember, since
Chance.
is feminine, you can think of it as a girl who always gets opportunities.
That's a funny way to remember it.
Yes. And it also helps to remember that nouns ending in are often feminine in German.
Are there any common phrases I should know with?
Chance.
Definitely. You might hear,
Die Chance nutzen.
which means to use the chance, or
Eine Chance geben.
which means to give a chance. And be careful not to confuse
Chance.
with,
Chance.
which doesn't mean anything.
I see, I will be careful.
Let's practice with some example sentences. Here's one.
Ich habe gestern die Chance genutzt, zu lernen.
This means I used the chance to learn yesterday.
Ich habe gestern die Chance genutzt, zu lernen.
Very good. Another one is,
Die Chance war groß, dass wir gewinnen.
it means the chance was high that we would win.
Die Chance war groß, dass wir gewinnen.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the gender of?
Chance.
It's feminine, right?
Correct. And what's the plural form?
Die Chancen.
Yes. Now, can you give me an example of how to use it in a sentence about an opportunity?
Ich habe die Chance, im Ausland zu studieren.
Which means I have the chance to study abroad.
Exactly. And what does
Nimm die Chance.
mean?
It means take the chance.
Great job, Sam. So, to summarize, today we learned about the word,
Chance.
its meaning, grammar, origin, and how to use it in different contexts.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed this lesson.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll be using
Chance.
like a pro in no time.